Guys, this is how you can automate all your Excel calculations using tables. So we are going to look at how to insert or how to create Excel table, how to format it, and how to use it to automate your Microsoft Excel calculations. So the first step is to create a table, and creating a table is very easy. There are two different steps. The first step is by inserting. So make sure that you have clicked into any cell within that data range. I have clicked into that cell. Come to where we have the insert, then come to table. Just click on table. There you can see a new window has opened, and it is asking me whether my table has headers, and yes, my table has headers. Then I'm just going to confirm by clicking OK. Then just as simple as that, I have created a table. My table is already created, and a keyboard shortcut for this is just to click into any cell. Let us come back. A keyboard shortcut for this is to click into any cell within the data range, then click Control plus T or Control plus L. So let me do Control plus T. And again, that new window has opened. My table has headers. Click OK. Then we have the table. Now you can see our table has something like this. And when you come to the table design tab, you are going to see here we have the table styles. We want to change the table style for this particular table. I am not okay with the coloring and everything and even the formatting, so I just want to change that. Come to where we have the table design, table styles, then click into that arrow. You can now see we have a number of options that we can use to format our table. Let me start. You can hover over any one of them and you will see the preview of your table. Let me choose the one which I want. I want something like this. Yeah, that is what I want. Then once I have done that, again, let me come to the table design where we have this table styles options. You can see we have a number of options here. We have the header row. Header row, we can either tick it or untick it. When you untick it, the first row is going to disappear where we have the headers. If you want it back, you are just going to check into that box. Again, you have your header row. Then we have the total row, which we are going to look at the potential and the capability of this particular strong feature of Excel table. Then we have the banded rows. You can see our table has banded rows. Banded rows, we mean those rows that have different colors, maybe alternating colors. We have, let's say this is brown, then white, then brown, then white. That is what we call the banded rows. If we like, we may switch them off. We uncheck that and you can see we no longer have those alternating colors for rows. We tick it again, it has been restored. We may either have banded rows or banded columns. When we click on banded columns, now we are going to be having those alternating colors on each and every column. You can see the first column now has something like brown color, the second one white, brown, white, like that, like that. Let us come back to our banded rows. Let us uncheck our banded columns. Now what next? We have another one. We may decide to highlight the data which is found within our first column. If that is what we want to do, then we are going to check into that box. So we have the first column, and then you can see our data on our first column has been highlighted. It is having a different color from the rest of the data. We don't want it. We are going to untick again. The last column, let us scroll and see how the last column is looking like. This is the last column. Again, we want to highlight it. You just come here and click on the last column. Let us untick it again. Banded columns, we don't want that. Now guys, up to that part, that is how we create and format our tables very, very fast. But now let us look at how we can use the total row feature now to automate our work process within the table. we are going to scroll up to the bottom of our table. Let us scroll up to the bottom. You can see on the column where we have the numerical values, we may want to get the sum or the total of this column. Yes, or we may want to count the number of these rows. We may want to count the number of rows within the invoice day column. Now, what are we going to do? We are not going to perform this calculation the way we normally do with normal ranges. What we are going to do, we are going to turn on the total row feature. When we do that, you are going to see we now have that capability. When you click here, you can see it has already given us the sum, and you can see a drop-down arrow. You click into that, you can see the number of options we have here. You click into that. If we click none, then there is not going to be any calculations for that particular column. Average, we are going to get the average of that column. Count, we are going to get the number of rows within that column. Count numbers, the same, it is only going to count numbers. Maximum, it is going to return that cell with the highest value. Minimum, that cell with the lowest value. Sum, it is going to give us the total of that particular column. Standard deviation, again, it is going to give us the standard deviation. Variance, it is going to give us the variance. So guys, you can see how it is very, very easy to perform any kind of calculation you want after you have created your table. And you can do that on any column that you have chosen. I have already chosen this column, but I can move to the next column. When I move to the next column, I'm going to move with this particular arrow that you see down here. Let me move here and see. Let me move to this column where we have the amount. I want to get the total amount for that particular cells, for that particular column. So again, I'm going to click on that, then look for where we have the sum. Just click and then you have it here. I want to get the average of the total amount sold. Again, you can see the average, the maximum, again, the minimum, again. Now the last part that we are going to look at in our table is how we can continue entering data, and this is going to automatically extend without us performing those calculations again. So we are going to turn off the total row option. Then we are just going to type anything. Let's say that this is now 24 905 underscore 2. You click enter, you can see the table formatting and even some calculations are automatically extending. You can see this has extended, so it is upon us to continue typing in those values. MC 27, let's say it is 42. Then let's say the payment number is 54, 57, 91. Then let's say the date is you can see everything is automatically extending. Now let us come to where we have the values. Let's say here we have something like 5,000. You click enter. Then now let us come here and see what has changed. Let us come here, click again onto table design, turn on the total row. You can see what we have. Guys, now this is how you do it. You can easily automate all your calculations using a table, and creating a table is very, very easy. Now let us look how we can now do away with this table without interfering with our data. What you are going to do, make sure that you clear the table formatting first. Now to clear the table formatting, you are going to click into any cell within that table, come to your table design, click under the table styles, then you can either just give it something like this where we have the none, or you can come down here where we have clear. Then we clear the table design or the table style. We clear the table style, but still it is a table. Then what we are going to do next, again, we are going to click into any cell within that table, come up here. We are still under the table design tab. Come to where we have the tools, summarize with pivot table, remove duplicates, and convert to range. Now we want to convert this data from table to range. You click on that, then it is giving you an option to double check. Do you want to convert the table to normal range? Yes. Then we have it back. You click into that data range, there is nothing like table design.